Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Praise and thanks are Allah's, the Lord of mankind, jinn, and all that exists. Peace be upon the master of the Prophet, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I'm going to present our articles with the title Understanding the Family Dialogue in the light of the Quran and Sunnah. Introduction. The topic of family dialogue as it related to human life across different races, peoples, and tribes has garnered significant attention from various Islamic and non-Islamic groups through objective and analytical studies. This interest is either to extract methods and approach related to dialogue, debate, and argumentation, as done by many jurists and theologians in their writing, or to explain the nature of family dialogue and how to manage it, as explored by numerous educators and scholars in their works and journals within scientific and methodological fields. This topic still requires further specialized study to derive the principles and the benefits of Prophet, peace be upon him's guidance in family dialogues and present them to people for emulation in their marital and family conversations. Literature view, a chart to illustrate the efforts of scholars in their writing related to the family issues and how to manage them in marital life generally. The blue color, Islamic jurist, the orange color, fatwa, the orange color, guidelines of Quran and Sunnah, the gray color is legal rulings related to the family issues. This graph clearly shows that little writings exist on the guidance of the Quran and Sunnah concerning family dialogue and how to deal with it. Therefore, this research focuses on one aspect of family dialogue and how to manage it. To extract this guidance from the Quran and Sunnah. First, the concept of dialogue in language. The word hawara means return from something to something else. Dialogue and hawar refer to the change of words and conversations in communication. Family dialogue in interactions in the is the interactions among family members through calm discussion and conversation about all matters concerning the family, including goals, com- component, components, and obstacles to find solutions. It involves changing ideas and collective opinions on various topics, creating intimacy and communication among family members and community. Second, understanding family dialogue. One of the crucial skills that spouses should know and master is family dialogue. It has its methods, etiquette, and benefits, contrary to what many people think. It is straightforward. Each person, whether man or woman, has a preferred style to communicate, communication that suits their nature. Any mistake in not using the appropriate style can lead to embarrassment and frustrations, and may even be the root cause of marital problems or ongoing anxiety in marriage life. For instance, numerous texts in the Quran and Sunnah indicate how dialogue should occur between a man and woman, which necessitates understanding and adhering to the methodology of Quran and Sunnah for marital life to proceed in the best and the most harmonious manner. Harmonious manner. Allah Almighty says in Surah Nisa, Allah uh, and live with them in kindness. For if you dislike them, perhaps you dislike things, and Allah make their in much good. Surah Nisa ayah 19. Undoubtedly, undoubtedly, the first aspect of living in kindness is sound speech, followed by mutual respect and acknowledgement of virtues. Uh, the foundation of all this is purposeful family dialogue in to preserve the family unit. That what underscores what underscores its importance is that a recent study indicated that women speak more than men with an average of 13,000 words per day compared to compared to 8,000 words for men compared to 8,000 words for men. Abdul Karim Bakar. This highlights the necessity for both men and women to understand these skills since their daily dialogue involves thousands of words. Since dialogue is essential for a suitable life, not mastering it poses a significant risk for marital life. The Quran and Sunnah contain many examples of family dialogue that adhere to Islamic etiquette and guidelines. Each dialogue is a unique example of wisdom and eloquence, showing mercy and compassion even in expectedly harsh situations, and ensuring a calm conclusion regardless of the results. Examples include the story of the Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam with his father and brothers, and Prophet Ibrahim with his father and wife. The Sunnah also provides many examples of individual rights and freedom within Islamic limits, avoiding negative disputes and promoting constructive discussions and persuasions. Fourth, ideal models of family dialogue in the Quran and Sunnah. A careful examination of Quran and Sunnah reveals the diversity of family dialogues methods within them, which include the manners and guidelines that should be in adhered to in conducting family dialogue. For instance, in the Quran, family dialogues are characterized by a gentle style, beauty, glad tidings, as seen in the story of Ibrahim alayhi salam with his wife Sarah. They also include good promises and significant command, as in the story of Musa alayhi salam with his mother and sister, as well as healing treatment and profound wisdom, as in the story of Maryam alayhi salam with Isa alayhi salam. Many such examples illustrate the diverse styles found in Quran and Sunnah, corresponding to various events and situations, from which forms guidelines for optimal family interactions and effective dialogue can be derived derived. Therefore, it is appropriate for the researcher to briefly mention some of these guidelines derived of their evidence due to their importance in successful marital dialogues and addressing family issues. Fifth, the power of positive words. Power of positive words create a sense of affinity between intellectuals and open their hearts, especially if the speaker's expressions are natural. In contrast, negative words destroy the dialogue and close the heart of the intellectuals, so they should be avoided as such as possible. Table of simple example to show the difference between positive and negative words in dialogues. Positive word, I understand you. Negative words, I don't understand what you are saying. I appreciate your feeling. You are being unrealistic. I will do my best. It is none of my business. Everything will be all right. It is impossible to find a solution. Correct me if I am wrong. I am not wrong. 6. Reasons for the failure of dialogue. The other party closes their mind and is not receptive to listening to the opinion of others. The dialogue turns into mockery and ridicules. The dialogue becomes lies and slander. A disagreement over broad issues that do not allow time for proper discussions. Lack of seriousness from one of the parties or their inability to engage in dialogue. One of the participants become too emotional to continue the conversations. Prevent such disruption, especially between men and women. Researcher emphasizes the importance of recognizing the individual between men and women in expressing emotion. Women tend to exaggerate their words when expressing their feelings, thinking it will give their words more significance and attracts more attention, while men tend to be more straightforward and precise. Understanding these differences is crucial for understanding the true meaning of what is said and for supporting family dialogues. Therefore, it is essential to present a table illustrating common phrases using by forces their intended meanings by women and the appreciate responses in these situations. Karim Ashazili, table for understanding women's phrases and appreciate response. One phrase, one phrase, we never go out. Women's intent, I want to go out. Appreciate response, that is not true. We went out 10 days ago. You don't love me more. You don't love me anymore. Make me feel more loved. Of course, I love you. Why do you think I live with you? The house is a mess and the kids are driving crazy. I am very tired and need appreciation. It is normal. All houses with kids are like this. I do everything by myself. Help me and lighten my load. Do I go to the clock at down? I also work hard. You will never hear about us. Sit with us and engage in conversation. That is that is not true. I work hard for us and our kids. You do not listen to me, listen and talk to me. What do you think I am doing now? I am listening to you. You don't care about me, make me feel appreciated for what I do for the family. I appreciate what you do and acknowledge your efforts and sacrifices. I feel a lot of gratitude and happiness. Understanding these nuances in our language greatly reduces the intensity of our dialogues and arguments. It helps avoid literal interpretations, especially of women's words, which often exceed in the intended, exceed the intended meaning, especially when they feel unappreciated or disrespected. Research results and recommendations. Researcher reached some conclusions summarized as follows. One, the Islamic family system is distinguished from others in flexibility, comprehensiveness, realizing, and divinity. Two, mastering the art of family dialogue is crucial for maintaining the course of marital life and strengthening family relationships. Three, family dialogues differ from other types of dialogue. It requires specific methods for its management from beginning to end, following its rules and etiquette. All researcher recommends that responsible authorities allocate a study subject that explains the methodology of Quran and Sunnah in dealing with marital life and family issues. This is next is references. Uh, this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.